Hey guys, it's Georgia. I was gonna make a little supper tonight, and I thought that I would invite you all in. I can't get my camera set up; it's trying to fall over on me. I'm going to make some goulash, and it's a real simple goulash. It's more to what you might have found some cowboys making out on the trail. It's kind of sticking to the roots of the recipe and how it came about. And you can find complicated recipes of anything really, but and I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that, because there's not, but this is just a simple, absolutely delicious goulash. And what you're going to need is you're going to need some beef broth. Wait, before I get started on that, I want to tell you, I have a lot of inquiries about the recipes. You know, where's the recipe? The recipe will always be above the video. And you might have to click more or something, you know, to get it where you can copy, paste it, write it down, print it, whatever you need to do. But it'll always, it's on there for you. All right, you're going to need beef broth. You are going to need tomato sauce. I had some of my cans open before I thought of filming it. You're going to need some diced tomatoes. You're going to need elbow macaroni. Uncooked elbow macaroni. You're going to need some Italian seasoning and some paprika. You're going to need some salt and pepper and a little bit of olive oil and some minced garlic and about a medium yellow onion. And you're going to need some bell pepper. I probably should have had a whole one, but half's what I had, and that's just what I'll roll with. And some I've got some fresh parsley, you know, to garnish with. That goes on top of your plate when it's done. And you'll need some cheddar cheese. I'm sure cowboys didn't have that, but they might have. But anyhow, we're going to have cheddar cheese. And I added, you know, pretty much at the end. All right, and Hamburger. I think I told you everything. And you're going to need a pretty good size pan, skillet, pot, whatever you want. And because I'm going to make it every bit in that right there. All right, I'm going to get off here, finish opening my cans, and get my onion chopped up and my pepper chopped up, and I'll be back. Thank you. Okay, guys, I've got the green pepper, well, I've got the pepper chopped up. It's not green, it just happens to be what I had. And sharpen my knife a little bit right fast. And let's get that onion going. We'll get this. Well, what you need is 2 tablespoons of olive oil. It's about right there. And let's get that on medium. And I'm going to get these peppers in there. And get my onion chopped up real quick. I need one of them things that you slide under your vegetables. I've never had one of them. Well, that's not true. I've had them, but I use them in my soap making, and I just don't never use them for anything else. Alright, let's peel this onion. And I believe that my onion peeling and vegetable chopping aggravates some people completely to death, and I do apologize, but I do it for the maybe cooks young cooks, or not necessarily young, but maybe people who's just never had to cook or never wanted to cook, and suddenly they have an interest. Your interests change, and I do it for them. And so I'll show you no, I'm not. You see what I'm doing. I'm getting that onion, and it don't have to be super fine. I kind of prefer my onions fine in everything, but it don't have to be. Because, honey, I've chopped plenty that wasn't fine. Just because I was the worst hand to chop an onion you ever saw. But I'm a little bit better at it now, so. Alright. Let's get that in there. Well, there's something didn't chop. And get this other half chopped. And I have to get this done a little bit before I add my hamburger. I don't have to, but I like to. Alright, let's get this other little piece chopped up here. And well, I tried. Somebody told me a tip is to put your onions in the refrigerator and they won't burn your eyes. That's not working. It's still burn them out. But it could be because of glasses. I don't know. Maybe that gets trapped under there. I don't know. But it sure wreaks havoc. Oh boy, I come close to it. It hit that nail. It come close to getting that finger. It didn't though. That's what you get when you're chopping blind. Alright. That didn't take very long, did it? I've got them up on medium, and I'm going to saute them and get them going real good here. And then I'll bring you back, and we'll get our hamburger in there, and then I'll show you what you need of what. And that was, you probably wanted a whole small pepper chopped, and 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and a medium onion chopped, and I've got it on medium of cooking it. And then I've got about a pound and a quarter of a hamburger. Recipe calls for a pound. And I'll be back. Thank you. Okay, let me show you what my peppers and onions look like. They are becoming translucent and they're coming right along. And I'm going to get that hamburger in there now and let it start doing its thing. Let's get it in there. Now, I went ahead and chopped up a little bit of parsley. It looks like some of it's bad, but it's not. My refrigerator's decided that it's going to freeze random things in your fridge, whether you want them froze or not. I fixed breakfast the other morning with 2 froze eggs. I put them right. I was like, what's wrong with them? Did you stick boil some eggs? But it's a pretty good prank on anybody, but no, they were frozen. Anyhow, let me get that hamburger in there right back. Alright, wipe my hands off here. Got my blood out. Like I said, I got about a pound and a quarter, I guess, something like that. And if I'd had a pound and a half, I'd have put it in there too. So this is probably the 70-30 or whatever, So it'll create quite a bit of grease, and I'll drain it. But let me get it going here. And now for myself, I don't want my burger to be crunchy in it nowhere, so let me grab a lid and put it on that. And a lid on top of it, and it's still cooking on medium, and I'll be back. Thank you. Hey guys, I was getting ready to drain this hamburger, and I wanted to show it to you here. There might be a speck of pink left in it somewhere, but it don't matter because now we're not done cooking it, but it's good and it's ready to drain. And I'm going to put it all on one side because I found out that I struggle with this type of skillet by myself. Alright then, I'm going to drain this and we'll be back, and then that's when we're going to start getting everything in it. Thank you. Alright, we have got it drained. Let's see here now. And now it's when we start putting our tricks in it, and let me put it back down on medium. I had turned it up just a dab. And now we're going to put in about a tablespoon and a half, or 2 tablespoons of minced garlic. That looks good. And we're going to put in 1 tablespoon of tomato paste. And we need about 15, 16 ounces, whichever you can get, of tomato sauce. And I had these two little 8-ounce cans, so I've got 16 ounces, but I think you can buy like a 15.5 ounce, 14.5 ounce something can, same size as these diced tomatoes. Let's get them in there. Do a little stir in here. Get my sauce mixed up in there, my tomato sauce. Because of course it wants to gloop up in one spot, and we want it throughout it. Now I can turn it back up a little bit, and we are ready for, we want a teaspoon of the Italian seasoning. 1 teaspoon of that. Here's a teaspoon. About a teaspoon of that. What already smells good. We want a teaspoon of paprika. That won't fit in it. That looks good. Yeah, buddy. And we want a 1.25 cups of our beef broth here. I can't find my measuring cup nowhere. So, let's see if I got enough sense to do this. Well, I see 1 cup there, so. Got about a cup. Got about 1.25 cups, about right there. And let me do a little stir in here. And for the people who had concern for me stirring in my skillet metal on metal, and I don't mean just the noise I was making, and I am sorry about that. I didn't realize how much noise I was making on that one video, but it is solid iron. It's not one of them we call them no stick irons, got that stuff in. No, it's just solid iron. It's just seasoned real well, and it probably looks like it's got that no stick stuff in it, but it don't. It's just a good old iron skillet, so you can stir all you want to and not hurt it. Metal on metal. Worst that could happen is it knock off a little of the seasoning, and you cook in them, and it'll fix it back next go round for the most part. And now I've got it turned up good, and I need 1.5 cups of my elbow macaroni. So it's looking pretty good. Let's get that in there. And stir that in, mix that in. I'll show it to you here in just a second. And then let me finish stirring it in right quick. We don't want our macaronis in there sticking together, clumping up. All right. Now, let's get us in, let's give us a little taste of it and see what we think before we do anything. Let's give us in a little salt and pepper. I love that acid My goodness, I love that. Get some little pepper. Now let's turn her down some now that she's come to a boil. I've got it. Let me get my lid here. And I'm gonna put it on medium. And then I'm gonna stir it regular because I don't want it to stick and I don't want it to try to boil, which it would have a tough time boiling dry because there's no water in it, but I don't want to take any chance on it burning. All right, then I'll be back pretty quick. Thank you. Hey guys, it is done. I want to show it to you. Just now turned it off. It's still bubbling and brewing here. I'll show you. See it? It's still. I literally just turned it off. I wanted to show you. Now, unless you've got a pretty well seasoned. Okay guys, our dish is done. Let me show it to you. I just turned it off maybe 5 minutes ago. My camera froze up on me and I had to shut it off, reboot it, and do all kinds of foolishness to it to get it going again. But here it is, and you can see it's not stuck anywhere. Just have to turn it down. I turned it down about a couple of notches from low after it really started getting done. And I guess where I added that extra hamburger, I had to put some more beef broth in it because it got too dry on me. And you just gotta do what you gotta do, you know. And let's make us a plate. Got me a bowl here. Oh, I'm starving. That smells so good and looks so good. Yummy, yummy. And it's thick and hearty as it can be. Give me a big old bowl. And I didn't want to put garlic bread, but it would be delicious with that. And I've decided instead of putting the cheese on the whole thing, I'm just going to put it on the individual bowl. And that is my cheese and a little bit of parsley on top. And here, my friends, is a fresh big bowl of cowboy goulash. Sorry. I want to thank you all for everything that you say and do and for putting up with me. I love you guys. You all are such good people. And until next time, thank you.